Hi guys, what is up? My name is Sailer-Haugland. Welcome back to another video. Today, we're gonna continue Romeo and Juliet Part 2. So previously, me or Romeo and Benvolio sitting there, thinking, should we kill all the Capulets or should we not? I don't really. So should we kill or marry? I kinda think we should. I feel in that killy mood right now because Benvolio said, Benvolio said that he was being beaten up by Tybalt. So we will start at scenario 16. We could stab all the Capulets, you say? Yeah, probably, Benvolio said. But I'd love to end this without bloodshed. The problem with an eye for an eye is that it leaves everyone blind, he says. Not if you were born with two eyes, he'd say, gesturing to your eye with your fork, which I was. But if you don't want to kill them all, that works too, you say. I'm not a lover, not a fighter. What if I just married all the Capulets instead? Benvolio does not think that this plan is very good and raises several objections, including the fact that a bunch of Capulets are already married. You're about to pull out some documentation showing how this is actually a viable endeavor. If only you could get some laws supporting non-monogamous relationships passed. But then your food arrives. Let's go page 32. Jessica appears at the table with your breakfast. You thank her and soon you have begun the mechanical and chemical process of eating which is required to sustain human life. Without it, you'd be forced to rely on your fat and muscle reserves, and those would be depleted in only a few weeks at the most. The first step in eating is to carefully push the prepared egg dish in front of you into your stomach via your face. You decide to do this in tiny stages, now one forkful at a time. That accomplished, you use your teeth protruding into the flesh of your mouth from your skull to slice and grind your food into smaller pieces. That accomplished, this aids in digestion. Let us continue talking at page 23. Do the Capulets even have a daughter your age? Benvolio says, digging into the food piled in front of him. I don't know, probably, you say while chewing. I'm going to marry Rosalind first, though, just as soon as she realized she wants some vitamin R. Vitamin Rosalind? Asked Benvolio. No, vitamin Romeo, you say. What's a vitamin? Asked Benvolio. Listen, you say, pushing your breakfast to the side so you can have some real talk. If we're gonna end this without bloodshed, we need a real plan. To do what? Benvolio says. In response, to slide your breakfast back in front of you and cut off a bite of your food and put it into your mouth, all while maintaining unbroken eye contact with Benvolio. You and me are gonna end up here in strife, you say through a dramatic mouthful of egg. How? Benvolio says. Easy, you say. We'll spy on them. One of us will take my parents, the other takes the Capulets. Once we know their secrets, hopes, dreams, fears, and weaknesses, once we know them better than they know each other themselves, we use our knowledge to manipulate both people and events to achieve our goals. We'll guide them towards peace without them even knowing we're there. I got it, says Benvolio. So Capulets and Montagues will think they're making their own decisions, but will actually be the ones in charge of what they decide. We'll be like gods, or like people playing one of those choose your own net. Yes, you say, interrupting. Yes, we'll be like either one of those two things. Are you in? Absolutely, Benvolio says. You signal for the bell. When it arrives, it turns out that the mascot is back again, printed at the top. Now he's frying an egg and saying, all that glitters is a golden egg special. Two served as you like them with choice of juice, with coffee or juice, and your choice of home fries or toast. Every day before 11 a.m. Huh, he said. So you don't want to shadow your own parents or the Capulets? Benvolio asks, as you make your way outside the restaurant. I clearly know my own parents best, you say. But on the other hand, familiarity might blind me to certain things than an outside observer would see. It's a tricky problem, but I think we can both agree on what the extremely obvious right choice here is. What should I do? What should I do? I'm gonna go to my parents. Yeah, I'm gonna go to my parents. I'm gonna go to page 54. Sorry, I'm just putting this on. You know what, I'm just gonna hold it. You stroll confidently into your parents' house, walking in the door without even knocking. Mom, Dad, it's me, Romeo. I've decided to drop by and pay a visit to you for no reason. Your parents don't answer. You quickly ascertain that they are not at the house right now. The perfect chance to go through their documents to learn more about them. Half an hour later, you have determined most of your parents' documents are super boring. There's only one document in particular that stands out. It reads as follows. The secret hopes, dreams, desires, fears, and weaknesses of Mrs. Montague. By me, Mrs. Montague. Private. My hopes that Romeo lives in Verona forever so he can come visit us whenever he wants. my dreams, mainly of my beloved only son, Romeo, coming to visit me all the time. My desires, that my hopes and dreams are fully realized. Duh. My fears, for example, and I know it's ludicrous, but sometimes I worry what would happen if Romeo was banished from Verano and could never visit me again. My weakness. If Romeo got banished, then I'm pretty sure that grieves of one of my son's exile with hath stopped my breath. Well, you say, folding up the pieces of paper and putting it in your pocket, that just saved me a lot of time. You meet up with Benvolio that evening. He reports his disguised himself. He reports that he disguised himself as a maid, and it was kind of flirty and fun, and he had a great time. He also reported that while cleaning the room, the Capulets were in with their daughter, Juliet. He found a note. He passed it to you, and you passed the note you found in exchange. You examined the new note to which reads, "The secret hope, desires, fears, and weaknesses of Mrs. Capulet by me, Mrs. Capulet." Do not read. My hopes. Now only that Juliet marries a cool dude in my choosing. My dreams. I dream of my beloved and only daughter Juliet marrying a cool dude of my choosing. It's the same dream over and over every night. And now when I wake up in the morning, I'm more tired than I was when I went to bed. Ha ha ha, why? My desires. Juliet marries a cool dude of my choosing. Maybe the dream will at long last stop. My fears. That Juliet won't marry a cool dude of my choosing, and my dreams will punish me more. My weaknesses. If Juliet dies without marrying the cool dude of my choosing, I don't know what I'd do. Probably I'd raise Verona to the ground or build some gold statue in her honor. Either one, really. You look up at Benvolio. Okay, he says, so now we know there's the weakness. Your mom will die if you get banished, and Julia's mom will either kill everyone or commission new statuary if Julia dies without getting married first. Right, you say. But I feel like I should stress that we want to get these two families together without killing my mom and or everyone else at the same time. Right, Benvolio says. So how do we do this? How do we use these weaknesses to stop these two families from fighting? You think for a moment, then Ben snaps his fingers. I have the perfect scheme, he says. First, you get sentenced to banishment, but then at the last moment, the Capulets swoop in and commute your sentence. That'll make the Montagues like the Capulets for sure. Sure, but the Capulets would never do that, he's saying. Why would they want to prevent the son of their worst enemy from being banished? Because, he said, at the same time we get some Montague cousins to marry Juliet. I see where you're going with this, you say. But it doesn't work. I can only I can only escape banishment if the Capulets are like the Montagues, but that would only happen if the Montagues marry. But that would only happen if the Montagues like the Capulets, but that would only happen if I escape banishment because the Capulets like me. Right? Benvolio says. Montagues won't marry the Capulets because Montagues hate Capulets, and Capulets want to rescue Montagues because Capulets hate Montagues. He smiles at you. Geez, Romeo, if there was some force stronger than hatred to break this stalemate. You know, a force so strong that we'd have no choice but to call it, oh, I don't know, love? Love, you ask? Echo, yes, love. If Juliet and a Montague love each other, they'll want to get married. Nothing will stop them, and the marriage is bring the two houses together. Tensions fade, you get banished, the Capulets rescue you. And that'll just seal the deal. Everyone's happy, and peace comes to Verona forever. The end. You shrug. Right, so all we need is a man who Juliet will fall in love with on sight while being simultaneously falls in love with her. How hard could it be, right? Look, we're both classy guys and she's probably nice. One of us should be the one to meet her and do his level best to make her fall in love. You or me, Benvolio says, and I nominate you. Well, I nominate you, you say. I'm in love with Rosalind. Remember? Yes, I haven't forgotten, he says. And I haven't forgotten, Romeo, that you're the only way to settle this dispute like this. You nod. I accept nothing less, you say. Good, Benvolio says. You lock eyes with him, curling to your left. Hand into a fist, he does the same. The air between you crackles. Rock, paper, scissors, you whisper. Well, whisper. 3, 2, 1. I'm choosing rock. Let's go, page. Benvolio also chooses rock. Ty says, let's go again. 3, 2, 1. Rock. I'm going to rock. Benvolio also chooses rock. Sorry, I'm just. Okay, another tie. You say, let's go again. 3, 2, 1. I'm choosing paper this time. And page 41. Benvolio chooses rock. He wrapped the palm around his fist. Paper wraps rock. He said, I win so I don't have to go marry you. And so he do. Benvolio stares at his fist. Wow, he says. Rock never lets me down before. Okay, that was a good practice run for the real time. You say, classic Benvolio. Fine, you say. But this is the last time. You both hold out your hand. 3, 2, 1. Paper at number 60. You choose paper and Benvolio chooses scissors. The only thing is he seems to throw his hand out a split second after you. Scissors beat paper. Sorry, Romeo, he says, smiling. Come on, Ben. You cheated. There, you say. You waited to see what I was gonna throw. Romeo, I resent the Scarillo's allegations. You lost fair and square, and now you have to go meet Juliet and make her fall in love with you. He pats his head on the back and shoved in the direction of the Capulet pastor. Capulet Castle, sorry. Best hop in it, cousin, he says. Well, he cheated. I'm not gonna deal with a cheater here. I'm going all the way to the hundreds. Page 102, people. Scenario. I think this will be where we actually stop. Yes, we are stopping at page 102 here. And yeah, that is today's version of Romeo and Juliet. I will see you guys next time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share this video. Go like my Facebook page and go follow me on Instagram. The links are in the description. And also the link to episode 1 of this series is gonna also be in the description. See ya.